Hello my friends, welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I'm gonna try something that I've never tried before, and that is chunky twists. I have a video on mini twists that a lot of you guys liked, so make sure to check that out if you haven't checked it out already. But for this hair style or natural style, I want to do something a little bit thicker in terms of the twist. This may be a little bit challenging. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I just figured that it'd be cool to make this video just if you guys were considering doing a chunkier twist outlook on your natural hair. So my curls are 3B to 3C curls, so my curl pattern definitely is a little tighter than some, but also a little looser than some. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hair with shampoo and conditioner and bring my leave-in and gel with me to show you guys how I do these little twist outs. Okay, now that my hair is nice and washed and clean, I'm going to be using, for this little styling method, a comb. I believe this is called a rat tooth comb. I don't know if that's the proper name for it, but something like this. And something like this, I don't know the name of this kind of brush, but I call it like a padded brush or whatever, I don't know. So I'm going to be using this for smoothing and this for parting. This is important because of the fact that these twists you want to typically keep in your hair for a few days, if not longer. So you want to make sure that your parts look nice and neat rather than just being like all over the place, which I've tried before and it did not work out well. So I definitely recommend using some sort of comb to part and then a brush to flatten your cuticle if your hair is frizzy and unruly like mine can be sometimes. And I'm going to also use, for added hydration, the Miss Jessie's leave-in condition. I'm going to top off my leave-in with the Kinky Curly Styling Custard. You guys aren't surprised, this is my go-to. I'm going to start by parting my hair in the way that I normally part, which is on this side, on the right side of my head. Now I'm going to use this brush to just smooth down my roots just a little bit. My hair is already detangled, so this shouldn't be a problem if your hair is already detangled. If your hair is tangled, you might want to detangle that first before you use a brush on your hair. So I'm going to start with my leave-in conditioner. Go and brush one more time. So I'm just gonna split my hair into two halves and work on one part at a time. This way it makes it a little bit easier when I'm parting my hair into different sections for the twist. So I start with the top part of the back of my hair just because it's a little bit easier for me to manage, and I make sure that that's just a nice clean part. Okay. So you guys can see I'm taking a good amount of hair for these twists. I'm taking about that much. My hair is thick, so this might look like a lot, but it really isn't. It's just my hair can be really thick, especially towards the back of my hair. So I'm taking about that much for these twists. We're gonna add up some gel. Focus that on the ends. Twists do not unravel if you apply enough gel to the ends. That's why I stress this for twists, especially if you want to keep them in for a considerable amount of time. You want to make sure that they hold well with enough product. So once my product is in, I'm going to start doing my two-strand twist, which is very simple. It looks harder than it is. So we take it into two parts, and then we just start twisting it. It's literally as simple as that. You just twist. And if you use enough product, your hair is going to hold the twist. I initially thought that something like this would not hold, especially with my hair, because my hair isn't like a curl pattern that's really as tight as some other curl patterns, like a 4A, 4B. But if you apply enough product, your curls should definitely hold onto these twists for a few days, if not a week, or maybe even more of a week if you're careful and you know how to sleep in them. So then we just keep twisting. Okay, and we twist all the way until the end. And then we give it a little twist. And then ta-da! We have our first twist. Don't be afraid if you see a little bit of product residue in the twist. That will be absorbed by the hair in no time. So we're gonna put that to the side, and then we're gonna keep going down the rest of our hair. If you feel like your hair cuticle needs to be smoothed out a little bit with the product, you can by all means use this kind of brush to brush it down. You can do this twist out look on dry hair if that's what you prefer, but for me, because I want this to be a twist out eventually while I will style it in different ways maybe for the next few days, I do want to eventually take these twists out. So in order to have very defined curls, shiny curls, bouncy curls, it's important that you do it on wet hair, because wet hair is really what's going to give you that definition and that hold. Three done. You guys can see what it looks like so far. I'm gonna go ahead and start twisting the rest of my hair in the same fashion that I've just done these three. It's fairly simple, just making sure to part my twists in an even way and in a way that they're uniform. I don't want my twists to look like different sizes. I want to make sure that I'm using the same amount of hair for every twist. You can see that my hair is drying up as I go. This is completely fine. You don't necessarily need drenching wet hair for this. I would say that if anything, the damp hair is probably best, so that way you can reduce your drying time. Okay, I'm all done with making these twists. As you guys can see, I'm using pretty big sections for these twists. This is great when you want a twist out. For my mini twist, which is very similar to what I'm doing here, that's more of like a style that can be left in for a longer period of time, just because of the amount of time it takes to put those in. I think I took maybe 2 hours or something like that. But for this right here, this took me 30 minutes to put my hair into these twists. I would say important things to remember: product is key in this. You want to use enough product. Be generous. Do not hesitate to slather that all over your hair to maintain these twists. And two, it's important to apply that product to the ends. You want to focus that at the ends. You saw that I went in the roots more with the leave-in conditioner just for the sake of hydration. But for the gel, I applied that mostly at my ends, just so that the twists do not unravel as I sleep on them and as I go about my day. So this part is very important. I like to apply a scarf to ensure that my edges and the roots of my hair do not curl up as the days go by. I take something like this. I use that right at the root of the front of my hair where curly hair tends to frizz. So you can do this with like a do-rag or anything of that nature and just secure that over your twist like so. So there we go. You see that my edges and the root of my hair up here is secure, and as my hair dries, it's going to dry flat. There definitely will be an added shine when you press down your hair with something like this, a scarf or a do-rag or anything of your preference. I definitely will probably use a blow dryer to dry this part just because I don't want my hair to remain wet or damp underneath a scarf for so long. I think that can maybe lead to like some sort of like hair infection or fungus or anything if you leave your hair in such a contained manner while it's wet. So I'll definitely use a blow dryer to ensure that this part gets dry. So there we have it. I'll show you guys what these twists look like. So these are my twist out results. You can see that my curls are super defined. I really love twist outs for that reason, because it really helps to prevent your natural curl from developing a lot of frizz. And my hair especially gets very frizzy when it's naturally curly, so I love twists for that reason. Twists are super good in preventing frizz and also providing definition to your curls. So if you guys haven't tried this yet, I definitely recommend it. It's so good. I don't know how this would work on looser hair types like straight hair or wavy hair, I don't know, but for curly hair, for naturally curly hair, it works super well. So if you guys have not already, please remember to subscribe so that you do not miss any future videos every Monday and Friday. Please give this video a like if you liked it. Comment below with anything that you would like to see from me in the future. And I will see all you lovely people in the next video.